welcome back to Your Püdcast. We're your hosts.
I'm Beth Ann.
And I'm Kaylee. And we're just kidding.
I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Beth Ann.
And we're so glad you're here.
Hi, fiance. Hi, Gorge. What are you doing?
I'm having a hard time,
Talk to me.
but I'm doing it.
So last evening,
Oh, she's pooped. She's worn out. She's rested.
Kaylee, that's why you've got to sleep with your Bonetta Stone.
Her bosom. No, Bethany, the last time that I slept with my Bonetta Stone, I woke up in the middle of the night suffocating because the Bonetta was down and over my nose, and I literally could not breathe, and I felt like I was trapped and captured. I literally thought that I had been drugged in my sleep, captured, and there was a bag over my head. I woke up. It was my bonnet. I can't.
It'll help with your head.
It doesn't stay put. I don't know if I'm a busy sleeper. I don't think that I'm a busy sleeper. From everything
bit.
that I remember, I'm like on my back. Oh. Okay. No.
You be
No.
getting up.
I did not get up a single time last night except
No, I
when
know.
my
It's because
hair
you
was
got
being
up
ripped
like
out of my
four
scalp.
times before to go pee.
Because I was trying to make sure that I wouldn't have to get up in the middle of the night to pee.
So
Also-
Miss Fee likes to travel. What?
You got up.
Of course. I was being Mama Bear. I'm Mama Bear. I had to take care of my young.
No, I'm saying before we went to bed, though. Everything you're judging me
Sorry,
for.
I asked how you were, gosh.
No, you did. You asked.
So Miss
And, like,
Fee
I am
is a
good.
little bit of a busy sleeper. No, I know you're good because you're happy to be alive, and like every day is the day that the Lord has made. Let us be glad and rejoice in.
I will be glad and rejoice in
It.
it. I will.
Remember that movie It? It was good. And every
I
time
think it was
I
like
would
the
type,
clown.
no, every time I
don't
would
think I
type
liked
it on my phone, it would autocorrect to the like capital IT. I guess everyone was watching the movie and the iPhone just took over.
Stop deflecting.
I'm going to talk about it.
Okay.
Kaylee?
I just want you to be honest about the situation.
I'm just going to tell what happened.
I feel like you're going to try to dilute.
No, Miss Fee, like Miss K, is a busy sleeper. And Miss K slept with me last evening. We have been on a
Kick.
We've been on a kick. I feel like we've talked about this multiple times, but you know, we love the show Power so much, and there's different like spin-offs. There's a character in Power named Tommy. That's who we named our dog after. Tommy, even though we call him like Mr. Tootie and Mr. Rudy and Mr. Pootie.
And Mr. Titty.
A lot of people like don't really know that the government is Tommy Louise. Also, Louise is hilarious. Love we did that. So anyway, this is a spinoff. We're watching Tommy. It's called Force. And we're on season 2. We're having a grand old time. So Kaylee and I have been sleeping together, which we used to always do. And then we had to take a little bit of a hiatus because the dogs, like they
Couldn't calm down.
couldn't calm down, but they do a lot better than they used to, I will say. Like they
Miss
leave each
Fee's
other alone.
Older.
She's older and wiser.
She's older and wiser.
But she's still a baby. You got to be honest about that. She's a little over 1.
She'll be 2 in February.
She's a little over 1.
She's 1 and 9 months. What is that? She's
A little over
sorry,
1.
she's 21 months. She's 21 months.
So she likes to be on whoever's pillow she can get to, not the empty pillows lying in the bed. Mind you, I have a king bed. There's like 6 pillows on there at once. There's multiple pillows she could choose that our heads aren't on, but she definitely wants the pillow that our head's on. So most of the time it's mine. Okay. And I love that. I actually really do love that. And she snores, and it is a good reminder that she's breathing. And so it doesn't bother me. But last night she traveled over to Miss K's.
Yeah.
And recently we've been waking up and she has been near Miss K's head. And I thought to myself, okay, good. I'm glad like she wasn't too disruptive.
Oh.
Last evening though, she
Oh.
started chowing down on Miss K, eating those hair follicles like it was SpaghettiOs.
Like it was
And
spaghetti noodles, like it was angel hair.
like it was angel hair pasty. And I don't know why she's always had a thing with hair. Like if there's like a hair glob on the floor, like yeah, she wants it. And then she'll choke on it. And then she wonders what's wrong. And I'm like, oh, we're still.
It's just gonna chill down my spine thinking, oh,
She loves
hair in my mouth. I
things
can't.
like that. She loves fuzz. It's so bizarre.
We
because
can't give her a tennis ball. Like Miss Sartile loves the tennis ball. Miss Faith can't have it in the house.
There's no
because
point in comparing that.
I was just letting everyone know like how much she loves the fuzz. She'll just eat the fuzz off the tennis ball.
But like when we go play fetch, she uses a tennis ball and she does great. Just be careful. But you're right. She can't like play within the house because then she'll chew it.
Yeah, because she's in one spot trying to just.
But she's better than like most dogs. Like she doesn't grab our underwear or like our. I mean, sometimes she does grab our socks, but she doesn't do like much damage. She just gives them like a little whirl, like a whirlwind. Like
Yeah, she likes highlighters. If I leave my Bible study bag on the ground that has my highlighters, I had
happened
a pack
one
of
time.
20. No, I found 4.
Where were they?
All everywhere. One's been on the sofa. That was green. I was like, oh, great. Is there green all over? There's
That
one
wouldn't be the
upstairs.
worst
I'm
thing
just
that's happened
telling
to this
you.
sofa.
I think she's fine. Like, I'm not upset with her because
She's
if I was upset, I
perfect.
would have caused a scene, and I didn't. I literally picked the highlighter up, put it in the trash can. But I'm just letting you know that my pack of 20 highlighters has dwindled to, I think, 14. But, like, again.
Well, Bible study's over for the semester.
Yeah, so I'm not. It's okay to just.
You're so glowy. So anyway.
Oh, we have to address that, too. Keep going.
And then, I know, but not even because, like, we don't look like anything happened.
We don't look like anything happened.
We got micro-needled yesterday. We thought we were
I
gonna
do
look
feel
a lot
like we look
scarier
brighter
this.
than normal.
Well, you know, sometimes when we look on the TV to see what we look like, it's different than what comes out. Like for the people. I don't know. Anyway. So, yeah, we woke up to Miss Fee going, I'm so nervous. I'm so scared. Is that what, did we wake up at the same time?
Well, I woke up first because hair was getting ripped out of my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at first I thought I was having a nightmare, like I was getting kidnapped and drugged by the hair on my head.
Without your bonnet on?
Yeah, without my bonnet on.
Yeah. It's just
Like, let me put it in
it's
perspective
hair
for you.
health.
You were like, okay. So it's 3:30 in the morning and Fiona's eating my hair and I wish that I could just say everything was okay. We could go back to sleep. Everything wasn't okay because she was choking her brains out. We literally almost went to the emergency vet 'cause, of course, Beth got on ChatGPT. I'm not mad at you. I would have done the same. It was very worrisome. She all of a sudden was breathing really like quickly
and
and
loudly.
loud. But it's like she is a loud breather when she's sleeping.
But then
I mean,
she stood up and goes,
like she was definitely going to throw up on either one of our heads. And I wouldn't just say that if it wasn't something she's done before. She's done it to Beth. She threw up all over her. So I wouldn't have been mad about that because at least everything would have come up. And then, of course, I'm on ChatGPT. I'm asking.
Kaylee's like, we need to give her hydrogen peroxide. She's got to throw everything up.
Yeah.
Which could have gone that route.
Yeah, it wasn't. But
Kaylee's like, get her a treat. See if she can chew it. I'm
That's
like,
what
no, I don't
chat
wanna give her
said.
a treat because then she's going to think she did a good thing.
well, it was just desperate times.
I know, baby.
Desperate times. And so Beth Ann proceeded to just go get her bowl of food instead.
No.
And a whole bucket of water. And she put it on the floor. And she's going, drink the water, Fiona. Fiona, drink. Drink. I'm like, I don't think in our
She learned that command.
like not 21 months of training that we did drink. Drink. Like sit, stay, here, place.
I pulled place
Drink.
out.
Drink, Fiona. Drink. She's like, I don't know what this lunatic has going on. Get back in the bed.
And
So she hopped right back up in the bed.
But she drank the water out of my hand.
Drink, Fiona. Drink.
Okay.
Too many consonants.
So then I got up and did get her a small little thing of a treat. And she always goes to her crate whenever I go to the treat jar. So she did go to her crate. Ate the treat. When that went down smoothly, I was like, yeah, this girl's fine. Put her back in the bed and we slept happily ever after. Did you notice she did not trickle over to your side one time? Like she quickly learned her lessione. As soon as we got in the bed, I put her in the bed. I let her choose where to go. She stayed on my side and never moved the whole night. It was so magical from 3:30 on.
Did you miss the part where this morning she was laying on my pillow?
Yeah, because I got up and went to the bathroom and it was time to get up.
Okay, you got up and went to the bathroom?
It was 9
Because you're such a busy
a.m.
body. Yeah, well, when sleep is interrupted and you don't close your eyes to begin with until midnight, 9 a.m. is like 6 hours of sleep. Do you know what I mean?
I do. I'm just saying.
Like, you can't blame me
It's
for
normal that I
struggling.
had to pee at 9 a.m.
No, that's fine that you had to pee at 9 a.m. But you were just like making everyone else think earlier that I was such a busybody and that like you've never had to get up and pee.
It's just like, you know how your bladder is, baby. But like, I
Bethany
love
looked at
you.
me the other night. She goes, I feel like your brain's just like connected to your bladder. Like, all
Like,
it
I
goes
just
to
feel
it
like
all.
your brain is
I'm like,
constantly doing a
no,
push
I was
check on
born
your
with
bladder.
grade 5 kidney reflux. And what happens is my bladder does not fully empty. You know that I had to go get a cystoscopy 2 years ago. And you know that he tried to do it without putting me under anesthesia. And you know that I literally almost lost my life on that table. And of course, there was, oh gosh, I'm not even going to get into it. Anyway.
Tell them. I think you have before.
No, I had so much scar tissue like in my urethra that essentially that was blocking the flow of my urine. So what was happening is I was not fully emptying my bladder when I would go pee. So I would go pee and then I'd stand up and I'd be like, I feel like I still need to go pee, but I couldn't go pee anymore because it wasn't coming out. And then what would happen is all that urine that I needed to empty but couldn't was sitting in my bladder like a cesspool, and it was collecting bacteria. And then I was getting repeated UTIs. I'm talking about get a UTI, go on medication for 7 days, get off the medication, I'm burning the next day. I have a UTI. Yeah. So anyway, I did. I went to get a cystoscopy and
Did they like get the scar tissue out?
well, when I finally had my procedure done, when I was put to sleep, he did say that he could break through some of it, but some of it was just never gonna be able to. I often think about the medical student flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can't reach. Wait, just thought about this.
Go ahead.
There's not a star in heaven that we can't reach. They talked about heaven on High School Musical way back when.
Of course they did.
I feel like that's something that, like, Disney and everything avoids now. But heaven. Anyway, I don't know because I don't watch
Disney.
Yeah,
on it.
I just think about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I often think about the medical student who was in the room when I was not under anesthesia and they thought they could stick a needle or something. I don't know what it was. Shovel up my urethra. And I felt everything. That must be what I can't even compare because I don't even know it. I'm never going to know. But like unmedicated birth.
I would never.
Sometimes I think about it and I'm like, I should just do it. Like, I should just do it. I should get that kiddie pool in my room. I don't know. I think that I would do a hospital birth. Like, too many things go wrong with me. And, like, with my anatomy, you already know I'd have too many problems. But I think about it sometimes. Like, when I watch a movie or whatever.
Well, anything is possible. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
But it's just like, at
years,
what
that's what
cost?
they did. At what cost?
Like, you would feel so stupid if something went wrong and, like, for some reason, something even worse than that. And then you were like, I could have been in the hospital and this could have all been avoided.
No, I don't think I'm going to do an at-home birth.
No, you're not.
But I can choose to do, like, maybe an unmedicated in the hospital. God, that'd be crazy.
Get your epidural and shove it.
It's kind of like, what do I need to prove?
Nothing. Like, we're woman enough. Yeah. We have periods once a month for the past 15 years.
We have grade 5 kidney reflux.
We've proved a lot in our life.
Yeah, you're so right.
I mean, I'm serious.
I'm definitely getting the epidural. Anyways, oh my gosh, we've gone all over the board today. Long story short, y'all, we're doing okay.
We're doing okay.
Doing okay. I was getting a slow
rest a little bit later.
Yes,
maybe.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I need to go put together my
Christmas box.
And then
I want to do that together.
I want to do it together as well. We've never done the angel tree because we always do the Christmas boxes. That's just something we grew up doing with our family, and so that's what we did. But now, especially in our adulthood, I would like to do something from the angel trees. We
need to figure out like how.
I know.
Who,
I'm telling you. I know
how.
that sounds so silly because
so many people do it.
Some people do it, but we've just always done the boxes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's lean into our boxes like we do. I really love it. It's so special to us. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I'll never stop doing the boxes. Y'all, let me read the verse of the day. We need to hear from our Lord this morning. The verse of the day is Luke 6:38, and it says, "Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use it will be measured back to you." Okay.
Kaylee, I love to get in the Word first thing in the morning. This might not be first thing in the morning, but it's in the morning.
It's in the morning. It sure is. Yes. And I'm just so glad that Miss Fiona is okay. It's interesting she's not breathing loudly right now. But
she wasn't breathing. She was fine when she got back in the Benjamins after going to her crate.
She just needed a minute to settle.
She needed that like that she did. Yeah.
What did you want to say with your chest this morning?
That the Wyndham needs to find a day job.
Yeah.
Back a few weeks ago when we traveled to Fort Lauderdale for our manager's wedding, we stayed at a Wyndham. It was nice. It was fine. You know what I mean? Kind of in an area similar to what we live in now. So it just kind of felt like we were back home. When we checked in that day, it took us about 45 minutes. And what did the guy try to convince us to do. Go to a quick, he said you can go sign in to a quick.
It never made sense.
Never made sense.
If you just go to this quick check-in meeting, he's like turning his computer around for us to see. If you go to this quick check-in meeting, you can.
You just like sign your name and you just get
name.
a free trip, like a free week-long trip. But you get a free trip. I'm thinking to myself, that can't be right.
No,
He's like,
that
no,
can't be
yeah,
right.
like y'all got the president upgrade, like the presidential upgrade.
We booked our condo through VRBO, and apparently the owner of the condo, who knows what the truth was, but was some presidential status. I don't even know. So on this property, if we just go check in for this, it wasn't really posed like a meeting to us. It was like maybe like a meet and greet. Like you just go like shake some hands and
like write your name down.
No, and I know what y'all are all thinking. Some of you that know better, it was one of those timeshare info
Commercials. It was an infomercial.
but like 2-hour long meeting. I mean, people go and sit in these on their vacation. Mind you, this wasn't even a vacation for us. We were there for a wedding. We were very busy. We had things to do, people to say.
Like I'm staying at a hotel. This is not some resort that I'm just camped out at. I don't have 2 hours of my beautiful Saturday afternoon in Fort Lauderdale to just listen to your infomercial and then beg me to buy things that I don't have the money for.
Basically, they want you to get in on a timeshare. So we show up because when we were doing this check-in process, he's like, it's a $50 deposit, and then you get it back when you get there. I don't know. It was too overstimulated and too like,
I was
it is a free
done.
trip.
I mean, we just drove 14 hours.
Yeah. To say no. I don't know. When I tell y'all, it just happened so fast. So anyway, they end up getting my card information. Well, then we're stuck. We have to show up.
Are you going to lose $50?
At least to get our $50 deposit back. So we do. And I tell the lady, I'm like, I don't know why we're here when we get there the next day. She's like, oh, like, was it not explained to you guys that this is a 90-minute, you know, more than that, meeting about sales meeting, I think is what she said.
Pitch.
And we're like, no. Now, whenever we had walked away from that man during the check-in process, Gage was like, y'all, I guarantee you this is one of those timeshare things. And I was just like, I don't even know what that is. Like,
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Either way, like, I'm getting
Kaylee's
my
like,
money
we
back.
can get a free trip. I'm like,
Yeah.
will we?
So anyway, I was like, well, we can't stay. Like, we have a wedding, and like, is that okay? Like, we have to go. And she's like, well, it's not really okay.
Yeah, and we're like, well,
Because-
that's just
I'm like,
too
well, that's
dang
just
bad.
too dang bad.
yeah. Like, I don't know what you
like,
want us
so
to do.
when will I expect that $50 deposit back?
Have you
Is
checked?
all I needed to know. I think I did check after the fact. I will after this up.
Okay.
But anyway, oh no, nothing on. So
We walk over there. We get there 1 p.m. Sun is shining, and that's when she tells us, you know, like, yeah, like it's not okay. Like he should have explained to y'all that this was a 90-minute sales pitch. Like you have to be here. You signed up for it, and we're like, okay, well, we're not going to stay. Can't stay. We're here for a wedding. We're not here to hang out, and that's why the Wyndham needs to get a day job. Is because like, what do you think this is? They called us 6 times to make sure we were still going, and then
but can I give you a $75 gift card? Do you think that you could come tomorrow if I give you a $75 gift card? I'm like, no, that's okay. I'll take my chances.
I will.
He calls me like, was there a reason, Miss Brice, you didn't show up to the meeting? I'm like, yeah, no, I did show up, but I didn't have time for that.
Showed
my
up
schedule.
for my deposit.
Oh, are you flying or are you driving back tomorrow? I'm like, I'm going to be honest. I'm driving. He's like, oh, okay, well, maybe you can stay. No, we can't. It's a 48-hour drive back home, Travis. Like, I'm not going to be able to make the meeting. It was so over
His
the
name
top.
was not Travis, but like, yeah. No, so
was,
over
like,
the top.
hairy.
And then I left my Lumi device, just like what I use to clean my face. It's so wonderful. I'll be posting all over like my IG store because they're going to have an amazing Black Friday sale. But anyway, left that in the shower. They send back this other bag that I left because, yes, of course, we leave at 4 a.m. and I'm just like down horrendous. We had gone to the wedding the night before, drove home. Like I'm so sad. And I just did not have my wits about me. And so they shipped me back the bag that I left that had so many important belongings. But my Lumi, very special to me, Lumi, that I left in my shower, they just couldn't find. All of a sudden, it's just not there. So that's another thing.
I don't think they looked.
Oh, they had to do something with it because somebody else was staying there. They probably threw it away.
Probably threw it away.
Irritation station. Have you got anything to say with your chest?
I was thinking about it.
Okay.
And, you know, it's not just like earth shattering, but we got microneedling done for the first time yesterday. And this is just proof of
Going to someone that knows what they're doing.
that. But like, You don't. Okay, when I had seen people get microneedling done, their skin looked like it had been ripped and clawed apart. And
By lining a tiger and a bear.
by lining a tiger and a bear. And it looked very alarming. Like, I thought that I was going to be as red as a tomato for a week, which I wasn't super worried about. Yes, we have Thanksgiving coming up and whatever, but I was just like, well, we're doing this. And our mother got a treatment done a few weeks ago, and I literally have been so astounded by her results after just 1 week. Like, her skin just looks, microneedling is for new collagen production, and it helps with the elasticity of your skin and the plumpness and the glowiness, and it can help fine lines and wrinkles. And so she did it for acne scarring. She did it for an array of reasons, us as well, but her skin seriously looks so much better. I mean, it just looks more lively, like more glowy. And so anyway, we got it done yesterday. I feel like you absolutely can't even tell. Mm-mm. We hardly look.
I mean, I look the exact same. We didn't wear makeup because we're not really supposed to.
Yeah, we need to take a breather for a couple days of makeup, so that's why we look like this on the Püd. But my face does not look like I was clawed by a tiger and lion and a bear.
Your pimples are looking a little better, bae.
Apparently, it's supposed to help with all that too, and with reducing pore size. Like, there's so many benefits, and I'm really so excited about all of this. We're doing another treatment in a month, and then a third treatment a month after that.
We're doing a 3-part series.
A 3-part series.
You will.
Yeah. So anyway, it did not hurt. There's just so many, I think, misconceptions I had going in from other things that I had seen.
Yeah.
And it's just proof of sometimes you just need to do things on your own. I know that's scary territory to be in, because it's one of those things, like, whenever you try to give advice to somebody, it's like, people aren't going to know. People aren't going to listen until they just figure it out on their own.
Mm-hmm.
It's so many, now I know about microneedling, and my experience is extremely positive.
And we'll only go to Jen Cobb's at Skin Lab, SkinCeuticals. Skin Lab. I haven't decided which one goes first.
Skin Lab Atlanta.
Skin Lab Atlanta.
Yeah. If you are in the Atlanta area, that is our queen. And if you can't find her, you can go to either one of our socials, and we've tagged her in different things. She's just a safe place.
And she cares.
And she's
not going to do anything that would look bad, wrong. I mean, y'all got my lips done, 2 years ago, and I haven't touched them since. I don't need to. She would never blow me up, have me looking crazy. She doesn't look like she's had any work done, but obviously, she's had a little bit of filler in the cheeks. Everything's just so natural, and that's what I love.
And youthful.
And tasteful and youthful, and she's magnificento. So
Magnifico. I'm very happy with it. My skin last night was feeling like I got a sunburn. Today it doesn't feel like. If I look a little oily, a little gross, it's because I do have Aquaphor all over my face. This takes me back to the Accutane days where we looked like we had just bacon grease slathered all over, and that's okay.
That's what was necessary for that time.
Hundo P.
And if you've been on Accutane, Remember the inside of our noses were
peeling,
and we literally put Aquaphor all up in our
I think I had one little piece of skin over here on my cheek that's starting to kind of peel down, but other than that, nothing's happening yet. So we'll see.
Oh, nothing's happening yet to me either. Ready to hear what's going on in this world? What's going on? So there's a few things. Miss Kaylee and I are not pop culture geniuses. If we run across something, then we run across it and we'll share. I think that this is just relevant because Wicked, the second, movie? Is that what's going on?
Part two
of Wicked. Kaylee and I slept through the first one. We also just did work on our phones the whole time. We were not understanding what was going on in Wicked. But I was looking at some interviews, and some of you probably know what I'm about to say, of Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. So interesting. Cynthia has this vibe that she's protecting Ariana. There was a interview where this guy was shaking Ariana's arm too hard, and she was like, she's very feminine and and Cynthia was and leans over and holds it tight, kisses it so that she's doesn't feel
okay.
She was
do you think they just act like us?
I know what you mean.
We're twin sisters. We shared a womb. Your nose was nuzzled in my butt crack for however many months.
Or your nose was nuzzled in my butt crack because I was actually
you were breech.
So that means you would have had no choice but to be.
Wait, I think we were bootski to bootski.
I think that's what they said we were, bootski to bootski.
Rumpus to rumpa.
Rumpy rumpy.
Okay.
But no, so a lot of people are like, okay, I think that Cynthia is like her handler, like just like some weird stuff, which I don't even know what that
Oh
means.
my
I
gosh,
wanna know
there's
what that
so
means.
many conspiracies happening.
I tell ya. But Ariana was in an interview and she said, I have always liked to channel a lot of energy through my hands. I always love holding hands. I'm always squeezing something. She said that she likes to channel support and energy of whoever she's with. And she said she didn't even notice that was a thing about her. She said it's like a tender and sincere and beautiful thing. She didn't even notice it was a thing about her. I don't know
look
how.
at her, I think Tinder.
Very. They've both also lost an
T-E-N-D-E-R.
insane amount of weight, looking like so very
Yeah.
interesting.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
What's
know.
the
Oh my
reason
gosh,
for
but
the
one thing that
season?
I did see in the
What?
same realm is literally just so funny. This was on like page 6 or something, but it was a picture of Michelle Obama and she's getting
Ozempic allegations. I wish I was.
Now, I don't know. It just I just thought it was funny. Like, oh my God, Michelle Obama sparking Ozempic.
Why does
rumors.
it matter? Everyone's on Ozempic.
Well, no, it's that. Okay, I guess people say Ozempic when they think that someone has lost a drastic amount of weight in a short period of time. I'm also like, but what would happen if that person cut out sugar, cut out processed foods,
Kind of their macros.
and got 10,000 steps a day with like some extra? Like, what if though?
Like, what if they just
Now,
did all that cold turkey?
I'm not yet a testimony of that kind of lifestyle.
It's a work in progress.
I'm a work in progress, and I have my days. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have
But
my
like
days.
one of our best friends, Ryan, like he lost so much weight naturally. Like he did that on his own.
He did that on his own, and that was before any
And he
of
said
us
he
knew about
literally took a
Ozempic.
picture of himself. He looked in the mirror and he was like, "That'll be all. This is the last day."
No, and I have that picture on my phone, and I will cherish it forever.
Precious.
I'll probably put in a frame somewhere safe one day. It's so sweet. But no, Mr. Ryan was just like, I'm done.
I'm done.
Over it.
And like there does become a point that like you're just done. Like there's a day you look at yourself and you're like, it's over. For me, it's a week before my period, like right now. Like every time that I look in the mirror, I'm like, no, what happened to me? It'll be fine.
It's hard to process.
Yeah. I was like showing Gage like my belly like the other day, like after we ate. And he was like, "No, Bethy Ann, like that's just like your gut because we just ate." I'm like,
Why would
no
he
one
use that
said
3-letter
anything
word?
about a gut?
Why?
Why are you talking about my gut? And then I was like, "Oh, my gut?" And he was like, "No, no, no." And he wanted to hug me, and I'm like, "Just let me go. I'm hurt with my gut."
I love him so much.
He's amazing.
And like nothing will ever like. Ugh, it just feels good to know that I'm going to be loved for the rest of my life.
I know.
Like, I know that if I
Queen.
didn't meet him, the love of my life, like obviously, like me and you would have each other, and that's okay. We're soulmates. But it's good to know
there isn't
that like one day I can procreate.
Yeah,
You know, like
we're
we can
called
build
to do
this life
so.
together,
Yeah,
and
Y'all are gonna
with
have
a
those
man who
Ozempic
loves
allegations
me
together.
so much.
yeah.
Like
I know, baby.
I'll always be attractive to him. I know that.
It's so funny because you've always said that, and I'm like, that's an amazing feeling. Not a lot of women could say it.
No, it's no. There's like a level of security that I've literally said this on Your Püd before, but I just encourage all of you to seek. Oh, it feels good. Truly, I'm just being honest. Anyway, so maybe I look in the mirror, there's things that I could change, and there's things that he might look in the mirror and think, but I look at him and I'm like, you're so perfect and I love you so much.
And he thinks like
those
you're
deep
so
blue
perfect.
ocean eyes. I love him.
Haley, do you just need to go?
What?
Like call him or something? Like I'm feeling like
No.
I don't know. You're like oohing and eyeing. I'm like, you're
That's
boo.
it. I'm just so grateful.
I know you are, honey.
That's all. Oohing and
He's-
eyeing. Can you please get a grip?
Oh, you were.
Oh, I just was like telling you.
No, I know. But it was like getting a little excessive.
Okay, something's happening with my phone. Look. It's not turning on.
Okay, give it time.
Okay, now it's turning on. But it's just ridiculous. This phone is 1 year old. It's been doing that recently.
Mine has been 2.
Like I'll try to tap my screen.
It's because the
nothing
new
comes
one
up.
came out. They've hit the button. They click a button. You know, like when the new one comes out, they click a button and makes all the other ones go.
No,
to
it's so
pot.
true. Oh, you know that another thing that I saw, and this is one. You know Glenn Powell. You know his face, right?
Of course.
Okay. Because we know very limited like celebrities, but okay, I guess he was seen in a bar, like at a little line dancing date night with this girl whose name you definitely don't know, Michelle Randolph, but she is my queen in Landman. Me and Gage love watching Landman.
Okay.
And I guess they were on a date.
Well,
And
how
so
about that?
I don't know either one of them. I don't know anything about either one of them, but I know that I love her role. Like, I just think she's such a good, cute little actress, hilarious. I think he's great. He seems so nice. I watched him on a Monday Night Football with the Manning brothers. You know, they host the Monday Night Football. And they talk back and forth.
Yeah.
And it just,
He's
was
like,
sweet.
he's serious though.
He was a little awkward, but he might, you know,
Yeah.
that could be intimidating. Like, he's this actor
He was trying to, like,
talk football with these pro stars.
Yeah, he was really
Like,
trying
that's hard.
to.
Mr. Cheney. Oh, wait. Oh, my gosh. I'm nervous about him with that little bone in his mouth.
I know, baby.
He doesn't know where to go with it either.
Come here, honey.
But anyway, I just thought that was sweet. And
do you think that like funny actors and actresses, like whenever they're in a show or a movie and they're so funny,
I think that they're funny in real life.
I don't think you don't, Lenny, do you? Oh, you do
You do.
think that?
You do
Oh,
think that-
okay. I thought I asked
You
him one time.
can't
He was like,
just-
nah. But
Who's the queen that we're like, oh, she's funny? We talked
oh,
about
our queen and
Jamie Lee Curtis.
yes,
Yes.
she's funny. I thought you were talking about the lady that she runs. She's the heavy set one, and she runs
Heavy
like this. And she has like the long curly hair. And it's like red, not from Mall Cop, because I'm thinking of like our king there. But this is a girl. Guys, what is her name?
Is it I Want a Hot Song real bad? She doesn't have red hair.
No, she's funny though. I don't even know
Who?
what to type in. Kaylee. I don't
What
know.
show? What movie?
I can't.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I know. Oh my gosh, red lipstick. wait. I don't know either.
I know. Girls, what's Girls Trip? What is she doing?
I can't figure out if Fiona's like gonna get this down or not.
Is she choking?
Lenny will be on watch.
Okay.
Oh gosh, what is her name? I can't remember.
I can't. I'm sorry.
But I know exactly who you're talking
I
about.
can't.
Oh, she's
but I
so
think
funny.
she's so funny.
Comedian, red.
Yeah.
Red hair, woman, comedian, actress.
Just like see. Let me see your phone.
You just don't even want to.
It's not. But like it's low key brown. It's not really like red hair.
No, I guess it's brown. She's hilarious. I hope we can think of it, but we can't right now.
No, not right now.
Moving on. Let's talk about our highs and lows of the week. We call our highs and lows our Brice hues, our brights and blues. So, Beth, what was your bright this week? What tickled your fancy?
I think it was celebrating Maddie's win. We we transferred high schools our sophomore year, second part of sophomore year. And when we got to this new place, we were like a little bit unhappy and we did not have time to piece our room together because we were playing basketball and softball and like in school and also like depressed probably because we were just somewhere we didn't want to be. And so our mattress was on the floor. We made our first friend at basketball practice. Her name was Maddie, and she slept with us on our mattress on the floor. First night, it was like maybe a week after we had moved there. And we got snowed in together. And it was a maze. And then we all went to college together. She's like a year older than us or 2 years older than us.
2, I think.
All went to college together, had a grand old time. She's now a teacher, still in the state, but lives a little bit more south than us. And we celebrated her and her husband, who we also met when we were in college. So that was just amazing. We celebrated her this weekend, and it was just wonderful because we got to also see some other people that we went to high school with, which that can either go like good or bad. But it was great. It was amazing. It was really good to see everyone catch up, just like hear and spill, you know? So that
100%.
That was
And
my bright.
Obviously, we kind of live the same life, especially when we're spending like every day together. And so definitely that was one of the highlights of my week. To give some diversity, I'll give another highlight of my week, and that was that Gage and I went back to this specific neighborhood that we're looking at building in, and we met with a realtor, and she was so precious. She had her little baby with her because she was being flexible and going on a day that she would normally be off. Anyway, so we went to just look at the house. We had lots of questions. Our next meeting is when we'll sit down and talk about timeline, floor plan. We know what floor plan we want, but what do we want to add? What do we want to upgrade? What can we change? All those things in the next meeting. And that is when I want Miss Beth to join us if she wants to. Again, it's a sensitive topic on Your Pud and a sensitive topic in life. We don't know where Miss Beth is going to end up, if she's going to be my next door neighbor or not.
I'm busy being requested 50 Dolores.
Oh, from the Airbnb.
Yes, for bringing Mr. Tootie.
Did you respond to her last night?
No.
Did she follow up with you?
No.
Oh, but she requested
She
you?
left me a review.
She left you a review?
Maybe it was good.
Oh my gosh, was it rude?
No, I don't think so. I can't see it until I leave her a review. And that's I'm just gonna have to let the mind wander on that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, sidebar, whenever we went to our friend's wedding this past weekend, we took Mr. Teeny because on the Airbnb reservation it said dogs are allowed, but there wasn't a place that you recall, right?
No, I do not remember seeing anything about needing to pay for a dog.
Yeah, like when she was booking the reservation, Beth Ann didn't see like where you put that you have a dog, whatever. Anyway, so we brought Mr. 2D and she followed up with us and was like, hey, the dog. We were like, oh my gosh, okay, yeah. Like, Mr. Teeny, my 6-pound baby? Whatever, I understand because he is a dog and like he may have left a few hairs behind. I don't know. But
or like a camera.
I keep thinking, I'm like, was there a camera inside? But that's definitely illegal. So there had to have been cameras outside. There's no way you have an Airbnb without cameras on the outside. We just weren't like diligently looking for them. And we weren't trying to evade them either. So that's okay. Let me go back. So we're looking in the specific neighborhood. I'm really, really excited about it. And it was just so fun to for like things to feel so real. I took my grandparents the next day because we'll be living really nearby to them. And my gaga is just already, I mean, they loved it. They love the house. We were in the showroom, show house, whatever, where it's essentially, it gives you a good idea of what your house can look like. And then, of course, you can change a few things. You can add a few things, whatever. And Mimi and Gaga absolutely loved it. And that made me feel really good. And then just the way that we'd be 5 minutes away from them, like, yes! It was fun, and I'm excited, Miss Beth. Maybe, perhaps,
Yeah,
you'll be joining us.
We'll take a look.
We'll see. Just, I think that it would be good for you to come sit in on the meeting where we talk about different additions, things we're looking at, because just so you get an idea, and so you can like see the neighborhood. Because otherwise, like if you decide later on, then that's just something that you'd have to do separate. Like at least you could just get a feel when we go. And if you sit down, you're like, no, then that's your decision to make. That's your cross to bear, and I'll leave that to you.
Oh, hi, Ansley. So sorry for not catching this sooner. I would have made this note as I was booking your home, but I don't remember seeing a place to do so. Apologies.
I'm so sorry for the confusion, and we'll definitely be sending.
For the confusion.
Thank you for following up with me. How can I? Are you gonna? Did she leave her like Venmo?
No, there's like a way to do it.
Okay. It's like I'll be sending over the payment momentarily. I'm in a meeting.
I host a podcast. It's called Your Püdcast. Me and my twin sister. We kiki on our couchamus with our dukes, and we get into the nitty and the gritty of it all. Oh, hi, Ainsley. So sorry for not catching this sooner. I would have made this note as I was booking your home, but I don't remember seeing a place to do so. Apologies for the confusion. Happy to send the extra 50. Thanks for following up.
That's amazing.
Next.
Perfect.
Pay with my card. Okay, sorry, y'all. That was just, she was like kind of blowing up my email. And it was like making me nervous, and I was getting anxious on your Pud. I didn't want to be anxious as I read through our Brice Advice segment.
No, I completely understand. Do you want to take us into Brice Advice?
I do. Our Brice Advice is our advice segment on Your Püdcast, of course. And this is where you can write in anything and everything. We like it all. We like it like so juicy. I mean, if it's not that interesting, we'll still care about you and we'll still mention it, but like give us all of it. You know what I mean? You can write that into yourpudcast@gmail.com, yourpudcast@gmail.com. All right, our first segment is brought to you by. See,
our
that
first
just would have been
submission.
really good. So, submission. That would have been good, like if you wanted to throw in like your brand, like right there.
Yeah, if
And,
you're
like,
listening and you have a brand and you would like to sponsor your Pud, we're open to that as well. You can email us at yourpudcast@gmail.com.
Hi, ladies. I have been with my husband for a little over 5 years. His mother and I have had our ups and downs for sure, but we have overcome them for my husband's sake. This summer, we saw her phone light up with a message from an unsaved number saying something very inappropriate, and later found out that she is having an affair on her husband with this man. He is in jail. They get phones. So they have been communicating every day since then. We both prayed on it and talked it through and came to the conclusion that we were going to keep this to ourselves, considering that no one knows we know. In August, she actually sat my husband and I both down and confessed everything, but told us not to tell anyone. We obviously voiced our concerns to her, but she didn't seem to care. My husband has kind of put a wall up and won't talk about it. Me, on the other hand, can't stop thinking about this and what will happen when it comes out. My husband also has an 8-year-old little brother. I don't want this to come out and his dad find out that we know and never let us see his brother again. I'm really asking for advice on the whole situation. I know I shouldn't feel this strongly about it because it's technically not my family, but this just goes against everything I believe in. And on the other hand, I don't want to break my husband's family up and then him blame me forever. I just really don't know what to do. Thanks so much for reading.
First thing I want to address, which it's hard to, because when you marry into a family, that is your family. I mean, your family. But I can see where, that's his side, and it may not seem like your responsibility because that's not your mom, that's not your dad, that's not your situation. But it is your family. Like, it's really hard to balance that because
it's like where do you include yourself and where do you break it off? Like, if I'm going to marry this and we're going to become one, but then I'm just going to,
still act like a
girlfriend or whatever. Like, it's easy to say it's not your family because I know exactly what you mean by that, but it is. And this is kind of how I feel about it. She sat y'all down and told you if she didn't want anyone to know, she would not have told y'all. If she did not want anyone to know, she would not have risked telling y'all, because for all she knows, if I was her, I would assume, even if I said, please don't tell anyone, like, you can't tell anyone, I would assume that you two were going to tell at least someone, either your husband's best friend, your best friend. Maybe y'all don't go and tell the dad. Maybe she was thinking, like, they would never do that. But she's telling y'all, just hoping you won't tell anyone else, but probably in the back of her mind, she's like, they could and they might. And she still told y'all. Like, I think this is the stupidest thing ever.
She's having an affair with a man in jail.
Also, this man's in jail. Like, if that's the life that she wants, she deserves it. So what I think is that because I understand what you're saying, like, you don't want to lose a relationship with the younger brother. And if I was you, I'm not even, like, seriously, if I was you, it is so easy to say that is not my cross to bear. That is not my burden. Nope. I'm not saying anything. I would have to, because I would never speak to the person that didn't tell me. If someone never told me something like that and I found out that they knew, you are exiled out of my life forever. Like, sure, okay, you can apologize and I forgive you. That's fine, but I'll never welcome you because I don't trust you. I don't trust you to look out for me. I don't trust you that you love me or care for me. I think that y'all do need to tell his dad in whatever way you see fit, and even explain, like, she asked us not to tell anyone. And if you want to be honest and say, like, this was back in August, then he can see your hearts on, like, this has been boiling inside of you. This has been upsetting y'all for quite some time. And you finally just reached a point that, like, you have to tell him because you respect him so much. And I think that he would really appreciate that. The fact that this man is in jail, I mean, I've never heard of something, like, so low down in my life. It's just so hard to believe.
I think that you have a couple choices. One, whether you do it or you and your husband together or he does, whatever, sit down, mama bear, and say, hey, this wasn't really our business to begin with. We hate that we had to know. And we hate that we have to carry this feeling of guilt and heaviness and anxiety every single day because we know this deep, dark secret. We don't want to carry that anymore. This should not be our business. So you have to be honest. You've got to be honest, and you've got to tell your husband. And if you do not tell your husband by Thursday, whatever you want to say, like, we're going to have to sit him down because I'm not living with this on my chest anymore. Like, that's how I would feel. Like, why am I stressed out about you? You've done, no. So I think that's an option, and then she can go tell him. The other thing is I don't think that.
I like that better than like telling him, quote, behind her back.
No,
like,
yeah, I think you should tell her, hey, we're going to go ahead and tell him. Because at the end of the day, it's just a bad situation. She's just done a bad thing. And there is no good way for this to end. I mean, when everybody knows, it's going to be horrendous. And with everybody not knowing, it's horrendous. She's having an affair with a man in jail. You're waking up every day like, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. Like, it's awful. So,
she also has an 8-year-old son. Like, you want to raise your 8-year-old son with I don't know what this guy did in order to be in jail, but at their big old age, he's in jail. Like, I'm sorry, this is not some misdemeanor. This is, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
You're grown and you're in jail.
He's unsafe. So, yeah, that's honestly my advice is I would just pose it in that way to her exactly. Like, I
think it's
cannot
perfect.
carry this anymore.
Perfect.
And I shouldn't have to. And it's rude and inconsiderate, but it's just mean that you expected me to. Like,
also,
it's
why would she
mean.
tell you? That makes no sense. Nothing makes any sense. She should have never told anyone. I'm obsessed though with her phone like lighting up and y'all seeing it.
Always.
I mean, she's such an amateur. Like
Always.
It's all just so, anyway. Okay, next one. I've been best friends with these 2 girls since middle school. They both went away to the same college while I stayed local. Although the 3 of us remained friends, I couldn't help but notice how much closer they became, naturally, since they spent so much more time together. As the years went on, I got in a relationship with my now husband. I found out that my 2 best friends would send mine and his Instagram posts to each other, making fun of us. It hurt me deeply, but I brushed it off because they have been with me through so much. They've since planned my bachelorette and baby shower beautifully, and to my face, they are always kind and supportive. But I can't help but think, are they nice to my face because they still talk crap about my back like they used to? Behind my back like they used to? They are open and honest with each other like sisters would be, but they are not like that with me. It feels like dumb drama because we are now in our late 20s. My question is, how do I move past the hurt and keep our friendship strong? Should I confront them, let it go, or allow the friendship to fade as my husband and I are growing closer to God and our church community? They are not believers. Girls, help. What should I do?
I'm all for throat gurgle. I'm all for letting things fade when they're not serving you. I think that this is hard because one, how did you know?
I know.
How did you find out that they were sending you and your boyfriend's Instagram
Because
posts
that
back
would
together?
have been the time to confront.
Yeah, that would
That's
have been
my
the
biggest
time.
advice to anyone that, sees something and then
If you
sits
see
on it
something,
for a while.
say something.
That's been our new thing because Kaylee and I have seen way too much in our day and we didn't speak on it then, and then it becomes like we're hung up on the past if we bring it up later down the road. You know what I mean? So I think they're still, I don't know, it's hard because they're still your best friends and they are throwing you the shower and they're supporting you, and it's like they could have just gone through that season where they were struggling with y'all's relationship for whatever reason. It's not their business to be.
Right.
And it's not their relationship, so it shouldn't matter. And I think that's mean to send each other's Instagrams, y'all's Instagrams to each other and to whoever, and like what we're all saying. Like all of that is just, it'll never sit right. But if you feel like, I don't know, because you were like, what if they're still talking about my back? You know what? You can't control it. I was going to say, if you feel like that they have grown out of that behavior, but you will just never know. We don't know what people say behind our backs. We have no idea what people say about us when they leave us. And that's just that. I try to only hang around people that I know would never say a bad thing when I walk out of a room or get out of a car. I've gotten rid of lots of friends that I thought would be forever friends because I don't trust you. You're a liability.
You're a liability. And those people where you leave them and you're like, no, they're talking about me.
You always have a feeling. That feeling's always right. And you don't want to believe it so much because you love them. And that sounds like
and
the
you're
case.
such a good friend to them. And that's all you can control is like how you are toward them. And I think as a believer, it does.
There's a difference. It makes sense that you said that they're not believers. You know what I mean?
Well, no, yeah, but also you can shine a light that they are unfamiliar with and that they want to be familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if you continue being friends with them and you're just like showing an outpour of grace and forgiveness and love, and it might lead them to question and kind of regret their behavior in the past, or even turn away from the way that they have been acting or talking bad about you, because it's like they're just talking bad about you to talk bad about you. Like, obviously y'all haven't had a falling out, you haven't done anything, so what they're doing is just mean. So I don't blame you if you just want to distance yourself. I don't think anything's wrong with that. I think that they're throwing you these showers. Like, when it's organic for you guys to hang out or you run into each other, of course, be nice. There's nothing wrong with it. You can be so kind, but you don't have to go out of your way.
Because it's like, if you were to distance yourself now and act like something was wrong now, but nothing has happened recently, like, they would be confused, and then they would ask you probably like, what's going on? And you would say, well, I just know, like, if that's what you want to do, if you want to lead into a conversation where you admit, like, yeah, like, I've found out that you guys have been sending our Instagram posts behind our backs. Like, I know it seems like you love and support us now, but what was that? I've just been thinking about it for a while and it's been festering with me, and I've decided.
I think you should do that.
Yeah.
Also, I'm all for someone being called out. So I think that it's a good thing for them to be called out.
I love that behavior as well.
Our third and final Brice advice. Hey, gals, I need some advice on a situation I'm going through. For some backstory, one of my family friends' daughters dated this guy, John, when we were 16 and we're now 21. They broke up and her mom said lots of negative things about John. She said he would always be at the same places as her and would always try to run into her at school. Her mother also is slightly dramatic about lots of different things. Well, fast forward to my freshman year of college, I met this guy, John, and we are in the same friend group. After about a week or so, I found out this guy is the guy that my friend had dated. John and I have stayed friends since then. We've been there for each other through mental health struggles, baptisms, relationships, breakups, and more. Well, last time I saw John was in August and we were at church. After the service, we talked for about an hour, just catching up on life and etc. He left for jewelry school in Tennessee 2 days after we talked, and we have stayed in touch while he's been gone. A week ago, he said he missed me, and I said I missed him too. He then said he liked me, and he started asking me on dates. John checks all of the boxes that I'm looking for in a partner. He's a man of God, a hard worker, family-oriented, and has goals. But if I go on a date with him, do I tell my friend Jane, the one that dated him? I don't talk to her as much as I did when we were younger. Jane is also engaged with a great guy who is so good for her. Does girl code apply to this situation if I don't talk to Jane as much anymore? Do I give this relationship a try? Thank you for reading. Oh, love you.
If you were still close with Jane, there would need to be a conversation, only because you're thinking there should be. You know, like, if you're asking the question, should I? It's probably like, well, then yeah, I just should. That way, it just kind of clears your name. You don't have to be looked at as the girl that broke girl code. You don't have to, you know, be looked at as sneaky or.
And not that she would even care. She's engaged. Like, that's not
She's
the point.
engaged.
It's just before you pop up on Instagram with him or everybody else knows and someone else ends up telling you, it's like, well, just go ahead and take that kind of accountability. Like, sending a text like, hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, or however you want to do it. And I don't even know if this is going to go anywhere, but I just wanted to let you know we're going on one hand, it seems like, okay, why would you do that? It's been years. It's pointless. On the other hand, if you do stay in touch with her and you do talk, I do think it's worth a conversation. If you don't talk at all whatsoever, it doesn't matter. If you're friends, it matters.
Yeah. Just because if y'all talk about other things, but this one never comes up and then she sees it on social media, it makes, to her, it'll be like, she went out of her way not to tell me. Like, there's a reason she didn't tell me. So up to you on that, because you said y'all haven't talked in a while or you don't talk as much as you did. I think the safest route, if you see you and John like going further, or maybe you just wait a little bit, see where like you and John's relationship lands. But then you just tell her, like, I'd never, and you can even acknowledge, like, I know you're engaged and I'm not telling, well, I was going to say I'm not telling you to like get your permission, but you don't even have to throw that in there. But yeah, just like, I know you're engaged, just wanted to let you know so that I didn't come across, what's the word? Shady.
Yeah, shady.
You know, it puts a bad taste in everyone's mouth.
It's one of those things, like, if you and her were having a conversation, say y'all had met for lunch or dinner after a few months or talked on the phone or whatever, and you were catching up, and she was like, you know, how are you? Like, are you dating anyone? And obviously, you know that she's engaged, whatever. And you just kind of deflect that, but then you end up posting him on social media, or it just gets around.
Word gets
that you
around,
actually
someone sees
are
you.
with this other guy, or y'all have been talking, or you're kind of dating, whatever. That's just shady and weird. And I think that is just causes more of a stink.
Yeah.
Because then that other, you know, the one who's engaged, she's probably like, that's fine.
Yeah, like it doesn't really pertain. Yeah, it's not that like you wish that you could go and like be with him. Like she's not gonna hear from you and be like, well, but I was still like, no, she's happy
she's
and
not gonna
fine.
care.
It's literally just the principle.
It's the principle.
Yeah, slay the house down.
Slay. Oh my gosh, our prayer request. Miss Beth gathered our prayer request for this week. So our first one, guys, also, if you ever want to submit a prayer request, write into us the same way you do Brice Advice. Write into our email, yourpudcast@gmail.com. So the first prayer request says, this past Friday, my dad was in a horrific car accident and had to be taken by life flight to a hospital in Greenville. He's been in trauma ICU for 4 days now, and he's not awake. He's responding to us some, but I just miss my dad and want to hear him talk to me. I trust Jesus with all of my dad's healing, and I've been begging him to save my dad. I'm just reaching out for some prayers as a miracle is needed right now for my family, and we're navigating something we never thought we would. I'm 24, and I'm imagining all the things in my future that I would want my dad to be a part of. Please pray for God's healing and restoration for my dad. Our next prayer request says, my husband and I have been married for 4 years, and we've been blessed with a 6-year-old son. For the last year or so, we've been trying to conceive because I would love to have a little girl. We haven't had any luck, and I'm getting so discouraged. I keep telling myself that God is the perfect plan for us, and I need to trust him. It's just really hard waiting. Please pray that God will continue to give me patience and strength to wait on his timing. And our third prayer request says, I would love it if you could lift my sister up in your prayers. I definitely am giving you the long version, so feel free to shorten whenever you pray. She's 2 years into trying for a baby. She found out last year she has PCOS. This early spring, she switched to a new doctor, and that is when she found out she has a damaged tube. This basically cuts her chances in half of having a baby because your eggs rotate which tube they drop out of. The doctor last month finally told her that she should just get this tube removed. As one does, she got a second opinion. This doctor is in Jacksonville, Florida, and he said he can actually try repairing the tube instead of completely removing it. He will not know, though, until she's in surgery. She's trying to get on the books this year, but it is unlikely. So really just needs so much prayer for calmness in this storm, as it has been so mentally challenging for her, especially just seeing everyone around her being able to conceive. Also just prayers for her with this surgery, that no matter when it happens or what happens, that it goes smoothly. Lastly, prayers that my sweet, sweet, wonderful, amazing sister can get her miracle baby, because she deserves so much to be a mother.
Aww.
Well, that was one of our sweet friends that wrote in. Okay. Let's take it to the Lord.
Okay, girl.
God, thank you so much for this day. And I just thank you so much for waking us up this morning. And Lord, I thank you that Fiona is okay. I know that gave us such a scare.
Mm-hmm.
God, I pray for just everybody who wrote into us today. I just pray that they would lift their worries and burdens to you, and that they would truly surrender them to you. And God, that they would trust you with them and trust you to lead them and direct them and give them peace over these situations and total clarity. Lord, I just pray that as we go through our days, and with even the smallest decisions, that we would consider you, God, that you would just provide us wisdom. Lord, I pray for our first prayer request. I just pray, God, that we know you're still in the business of miracles, and I just pray for a miracle for this family. I pray that you would comfort them in the unexplainable, incomprehensible way that you can. Lord, I pray that when all of our words fail and all of our encouragement and positivity just feels empty, Lord, that you would provide the hope that they need and just the strength in their spirits to have patience in this season, and just strength, Lord, and trusting you, and God, that you have the perfect plan. Lord, I pray for our Moomsy who wrote in, who's struggling with fertility. And Lord, I pray that she would also just trust you. And I know that that is so hard and it just doesn't make sense sometimes. And it feels okay for a little bit to have patience and trust you. And when it starts to feel hopeless, God, I pray that that's even more when you would just give her reassurance in her spirit that you are walking with her. I pray for our precious friend who wrote into us, God, about her sister. And I just pray that as she's navigating these opinions and advice, I pray that you would just put her in the path of doctors and professionals, Lord, who truly have the best for her in mind. And I pray, God, that you would just guide the surgeon's hands as he performs this, and whatever happens, I pray that it would be exactly what your will is. I pray that you would just give her peace over the situation as she goes into the surgery. I pray that you would just calm her spirit, that she would know that you are right there in the room with her. I pray for her family and that you would just have your hands on them, Lord, that they can just rest in you as well. God, I just thank you so much for everyone who writes in and who trusts us and trusts you with their requests, with things that are really burdening their hearts. And God, I just thank you so much for this community. I pray that you would just help us to just be vessels for your kingdom and to really shine your light. And even when we don't want to, even when somebody in front of us we know isn't, somebody that we're really struggling with, God, I pray that you would just help us still to be more and more like you. God, we love you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Ameneth. Paris Hilton.
Paris, is it still raining?
I don't want it to be because I want to get my steps in under the clouds.
I know, not under the sunlight.
Or did you want it to be raining because you wanted to like get horizontal on this couch?
I want to get horizontal on the couch, but like my legs are stiff and I've got to get up and get moving. So we're definitely going to go walk. We're going to do our Christmas boxes. We're going to figure out how to do an angel tree.
Angel tree.
That right?
Yeah.
So exciting.
We're
our
in
first
Wally
year.
World.
Yeah. At Wally. Is that where they are at Wally?
Wally? Oh, like people go everywhere.
No, but the angel tree, like.
Kaylee, I don't.
I know I'm literally going to do a Google search. Anyway, someone's yelling at us through their radio right now. Like, it's here, girls. Listen.
We'll know momentarily.
We love ya
and Jesus saves ya.
Bye.
Wait, I did something.
That's okay. They know.
They know.
We love ya.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.